Happy Wednesday!
I'm Nancy.
I'm Cece.
And I'm Liz. And this is
Lemme Call My Sis. And we had a little bit of a busy weekend. We went out to eat. Well, you didn't go. Lisa didn't go. But me and Nancy went out to eat for our friend Ellie's, I don't even know which number birthday, but she probably doesn't want us to mention that, right?
Yeah. We have a lot of birthdays in June.
June and July. Don't forget about July.
Yeah.
That's always the worst freaking month of the year.
There's way too many Geminis and Cancers.
I'm surrounded by them.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
You know you love it. But yeah, dinner was nice. It was a girls' dinner, which was nice. Yeah, it's been a while since I did that.
We didn't realize it until we were there.
Yeah.
We were like, when was the last time we sat here? And then all of us thought back and we were like, oh shit, like we've only seen each other for parties, like birthday parties, like the kids' birthday parties. And we were all like, damn, and we think the last time we had gone out was for your birthday
brunch,
which was in November.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it had been a minute. So that was cool. The drinks were good. I had a sangria.
I had an horchata.
An horchata. We love to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was good. It was nice catching up with everyone. And then we had a big party on Saturday.
Madeline's 4th birthday party. It was good. We did it out in the woods.
Like a forest preserve.
Yeah, this year was a little different because I got her dessert table delivered, which honestly was the best thing I did because I didn't have to stress about picking up the cake or the cookies.
Yeah, that was
or
nice.
like ruining the cake on my way to pick it up or anything.
Yeah.
So that was like a good stress reliever. She had a good amount of kids there. It was a good turnout for her.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah. Fun fact, my niece and my husband have the exact same birthday.
Yeah, literally the same day.
Yeah, Elise had to steal the thunder from my husband.
Elise stays doing that because then her other daughter, Kaylee, is the same birthday as our friend, as Madeline's godfather.
Yeah, Madeline's godfather.
They have the same birthday.
It's a trend, I guess, in this family.
In this family,
Lisa's like,
somebody.
nah, I'm going to take somebody's birthday.
Yeah.
The men in this family just can't have a spotlight, apparently.
No.
It has to be overshadowed by one of the kids. If not, you're not the one, clearly.
Yeah,
It's true.
Yeah, but it was good. Were you happy about it?
Yeah, it was a good turnout.
Her theme was Forever Princess.
Forever
She
Princess.
loved it.
Yeah,
the
really
desserts were beautiful. We had my friend Nora come through with a photo booth, so we got like the cool templates with that again.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah.
And then on Monday, we went to Indiana Beach, the amusement park.
It's an amusement park. It's not a beach. People get it twisted because of the name of it. I don't really know the history of the name, but it's an amusement park.
Yeah.
They have a bunch of kid rides, and they all had a blast.
Yeah.
Kaylee ended up falling asleep because she was so tired, and then she woke up and I think she rode like maybe 2 more rides, and then we went home.
Yeah, I feel like they were near their end. Like they were physically pushing themselves. I could see it, that they were just exhausted.
They were.
We had to leave early because my son was throwing tantrums.
Yeah.
Adam was not having it.
Yeah, Adam was just not happy. He just wanted a ball. And I'm like, dude, we're at an amusement park. Yeah. I can't get you a ball.
Yeah. He did have fun for a little bit, though.
Yeah,
he went on the rides with all the girls and
but
stuff.
But then it was nap time, and he was tired. He fell asleep as soon as we got in the car.
Yeah.
And then I took my husband out for dinner.
For his birthday.
For his birthday. Yeah, season's 52.
I saw that on your story.
I thought you said he turned 50. So I'm like, no, he didn't.
No.
He's like, you're getting a little ahead of yourself.
Yeah, first time going there, and if you haven't been there, I would recommend.
Where was it?
Orland.
Oh,
it just opened.
Oh, that's why I was like, it didn't look familiar, but I saw it. I saw the food that you guys posted, and I was
delicious.
Tyler's plate just looked luxurious as fuck.
I don't remember it.
It shit looked bomb. He had like lobster on there, asparagus steak, I think.
Yeah,
like it was
potatoes. Yeah,
that shit looked
at first
fire.
he just wanted a steak, and then he saw the steak and lobster, and then he's like, "Should I get this?" I'm like, "What's your birthday?" So if you want to get it,
whatever you want on your birthday.
Yeah. So then he's like, "I'm gonna get it," and he walked out feeling great.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, that's the restaurant, and the service was really good too.
Okay.
The atmosphere was really nice.
Really?
It was. I would definitely recommend. I would go back.
Okay, I'm gonna add it to my list. Remember, I told you I have a notes app now.
She does.
I have a notes app on my phone now that's called recommendations. So it's like restaurants, movies,
Speaking of
shows,
recommendation,
like literally
my
any
manager,
recommendation.
the one from New York.
Oh yeah.
It's a new location, so it reopened. Yeah.
Like after we went?
No, it was there.
It was there?
We just didn't know it was a new location. Yeah.
I love that for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so one day we go back.
Yeah, one day we'll go back to it.
Yeah, nobody cares. Can we move on?
I knew it was gonna bother her that we're bringing up New York again.
Yeah, I really wanted to go there, but it's okay.
But
Next time.
it was a fun weekend.
Yeah.
It was a busy
Yeah.
busy ass fucking weekend.
Yeah.
But it was good
Yeah.
overall, right?
We have busy more weekends coming up. So.
It's just gonna be like this for
Yeah.
every weekend for the rest of summer.
Yeah,
Just
the next
expect.
2 weekends I have baby shower after baby shower.
Oh, we do have that, right? No, but I thought that was the week. I thought that was.
I have 2 baby showers.
But the same weekend.
No, it's this Saturday is the one, and then the next Saturday is another
Is
one.
this the one we're going to?
No, it's next Saturday.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. But yeah, pending. So we'll have stuff to talk about every week from now until probably the end of time. But
Yeah.
All right. Well, as you guys know, we start off every episode with a "Would you rather"
Oh, God.
question. It's tame. I promise. Today it's from me. I saw it on TikTok.
Okay.
And I thought it was interesting. So if there was a pill that you could take every day that gave you all of your nutrients, calories,
Oh,
like
God.
everything, right? So you just wake up, you take one pill, and it has like everything that you need for you to have like your ideal health, okay? So would you rather take that pill every day, or would you rather continue eating food and like figuring it out yourself?
I don't want to take a pill.
But think about it. Like, you would be in perfect health because any, like, vitamin that you're lacking in, let's
can't
say...
eat?
Yeah, no, you can't eat. You're only... I know. I feel like every episode Lisa's
Wait,
like,
what do you
I
mean
just
you
want
can't eat?
food. Like, you wouldn't have to eat. You would just take the pill and you would have everything that your body needs. So, like, nutrients, vitamins, like, anything that you're deficient in. Like, let's say you want to... Let's say you have a goal, like, you know how when people get into fitness, they start tracking their like macros and all of that stuff, like their protein intake, all
Aren't
of
you
that.
gonna be hungry?
Like, you just no. That's the thing. You wouldn't. Like, you would be.
I think
you would just be. Do you get what I'm trying
I
to
get what
say?
you're saying, and I think this is the easiest question for me because I can't give
I
up
knew you were
food.
gonna say that.
I need to eat.
But wouldn't it be cool health wise? Because
Not
you would
really.
just. You would have you would be at your
Ideally,
ideal
that
health.
sounds like amazing.
Right,
But
then
I
it's
like
like-
to eat.
And then I feel like food is an experience
Yeah.
too. It's not, like
Yeah.
it's.
I like to like taste
You know,
it.
like, you just don't. You're not behind this idea at all.
I'm just very confused.
It's like in
It's
one.
a pill. You just instead of
But
eating,
why
it's
would
not-
I want to not eat?
it's not you don't eat. It's just like you don't have to eat. It's
Okay.
optional.
All right, so every single girl I think on this planet has gone through a phase where they want to lose weight,
Yeah.
or they want to like get healthy or
Yeah.
whatever, right? Have you ever tried counting your like macros and all that, and like tracking your protein or any of that stuff?
Yeah,
at
me
all?
neither.
Okay, well, never mind then. I was gonna try to.
Never.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
though, like, that's all work. So it's like,
Well, that's why I haven't done it.
well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, there's people that care about that stuff
Yeah.
and they track it and everything. So that's taking time that you have to take out of your day to, or even not necessarily tracking that, but just thinking about like, okay,
Like some people look at the label and they're like, damn, this is like 30 calories.
Yes, they
or
read the
whatever.
ingredients, or like
Yeah.
maybe it's not that many calories, but maybe it's just garbage. Like,
Yeah.
it's all processed. It's
Yeah.
all like, it has chemicals in it, and then you're tracking like, okay, I ate pizza this weekend. Maybe I should eat healthy this week. Let me figure out my meals. All of that stuff takes away time.
Yeah.
because you're you guys have to think about dinner every single day.
Yeah.
Is that not annoying?
Yeah.
It is,
Like,
but
I
I
know-
like it.
I
You
don't
like it? I don't like having to
I don't
worry
like
about
it.
what
I
I'm
mean,
gonna.
yeah. I
Wouldn't it make your life easier if you didn't have to do that?
Yes.
In theory, I'm not
I
saying
mean,
like you
in
would. I'm just
theory,
saying like in
yeah.
theory.
In
How
theory,
much
I would have a
time
chef.
would it like give you back if you just didn't have to make any of the decisions or track any of that or think about any of that?
I
You
get like
just
stressed out thinking about the meals for
like
the whole week.
Yeah, like maybe not every week.
Yeah.
Consistently, but it does. Like, it is a big thing that you have to
Yeah.
think about all the time.
I
Yeah.
would still eat them.
And yeah, I would too. I wouldn't. Well,
Yeah.
but like I would. It is something that I'd be like, that low key would be cool to
That
just
would be cool, but I like to savor
because it
my
would be
food.
catered to you and your body. So
I
whatever
can't.
you need,
I mean, in theory, yeah, I think I would like it, but no.
or if you're
Me neither.
pregnant and it's like,
Oh my god, you enjoy food more when you're pregnant.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
You
That's
just
true.
enjoy it so much
Right.
more.
Yeah.
You just save. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, but in theory, doesn't that sound kind of cool though?
Yeah. It does.
Yeah.
Like I would. it sounds cool, but not enough
Right.
to where I'm like, okay, I
Yeah, I
wouldn't give
wouldn't
it.
eat,
Because
yeah.
then when you travel, that's part of the cool stuff too, is trying the food from different parts
I
of the
love
world.
looking up restaurants and being like, okay, I'll
You
go
do.
there.
You're so good at it. I love traveling with you because I don't have to worry about it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I already know we're gonna get a bougie place. We're gonna get a nice little rooftop, like maybe a beach
Yeah.
restaurant. Like I don't have to think about
Yeah.
food. I can focus on like what are we doing? What are the
Yeah.
activities that we're gonna go
Yeah.
sightseeing and stuff. Nancy takes care of the food. She loves looking at
Yeah.
restaurants. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So no, you would just
Yeah, I would
stick
still
to
eat.
eating.
Yeah.
Stick to
too.
eating. I would too, but I am tempted.
Yeah.
I think it's a cool idea. Okay, so our topic for today is gonna be prenup or no prenup. So we can start with does it make a difference if you're like a celebrity versus just someone who's financially well off, so like a millionaire, not even a millionaire, just like you're good, like maybe you have your own businesses, you're an entrepreneur, I don't know,
You're doing
I
well.
think-
or
I think
you're an
it
average
makes-
just like 9 to 5 person.
I
like,
think it makes a difference.
okay,
I think celebrities obviously have more money.
they have more to risk.
Right, so they should do the prenup. Me personally, I wouldn't do a prenup if it's just like us being financially amazing, like we're good, we're making 5 figures, whatever. I don't think we should do a prenup.
6 figures.
Whatever. I don't think we should do a prenup. I
Okay.
think prenup should only be for celebrities or like somebody up there where they're like making a shit ton of money.
Right.
I
Okay.
think, celebrities are different. Obviously, they're in a different level.
And
Yeah.
celebrities
Yeah.
too, like you work your butt off to
Yeah.
earn that money. So you
Facts.
should like
Well, not
Yeah.
just celebrities though. Like if you made it to like you make 6 figures,
Yeah.
like and you want to marry, it's like, well, yeah, like you said, like it doesn't matter if you're a celebrity or not. You're like, what? Damn, well, I worked my butt off for this.
Yeah.
And just to think like, if we get divorced and then I have to give you half of my money,
Right.
like, I mean, yeah, I would not do that.
So
Yeah.
you would do the prenup. Mm-hmm. You would.
Yeah.
Would it make, does it make a difference depending on your financial status?
Yeah.
Then is what you're saying.
Yeah.
What if you weren't there yet, but you were working towards that and you knew you were going to get there?
Well,
You get
that's
what I'm
like,
saying?
That's like goal setting.
Yeah.
Right? So obviously, like, yeah. So if, well, it depends.
Like if you're with your person before you get there, and then like you get there, do you think if you could go back, you would have been like, fuck, I should have signed, like I should have. Is that something that's like in the back of your head at all? Or are you just like, no, that's really for people that are already there?
I think it depends on the relationship you have
Yeah.
with the person.
I was just
Okay.
gonna say that.
Yeah. Because, like, if you guys just started dating and, like, you're building it up, then I would be like, yeah, let's
Right,
do it. Because
right.
I don't know who you are yet, you know?
Yeah.
But I
Facts.
think if it's somebody where you...
But then why are you marrying them?
Well, yeah, that
Right?
too.
What do you mean?
I'm saying like, okay, Lisa's saying, okay, well, if it's somebody that I'm working I'm working up to where I want to be, right? And I meet someone, and it's like, if I get to the point where I want to marry you, it should be because I know you, because I trust you, because I trust that like this is
But
going
some
somewhere.
people don't get married because of that. Some
Yeah.
people just get married
Just cause.
just
Well,
because.
Right.
it's also like you gotta obviously at that point think about your partner too.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
you see that, you both started off with nothing and you get somewhere and then he's still nowhere.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, all right, well,
He's kind of waiting around like, well, I know you're gonna get us.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you're gonna.
then it's
Yeah.
like, okay, well, yeah, if you're just gonna try to mooch or like,
Right.
or like I'm gonna get here, but you're gonna stay down there.
Right.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
then I'm gonna do a prenup.
Right.
Yeah. And that's what I mean. Like, if you guys are like a good example, Alex Warren, right?
Right.
Like, he was living in his car, but his girlfriend lived in it with him. And, like,
Right.
they both
Yeah.
came up together.
Yeah.
In that situation, I wouldn't do a prenup.
Right.
Because
You wouldn't.
you were living in the car with me. Like,
But that doesn't guarantee.
it doesn't
anything,
guarantee
though.
it.
No.
But, like, my trust is there.
Okay.
But at the
Okay.
same time, like I don't know, like for example, the celebrity Nikki Bella,
Yup.
like that's a good example because she's a wrestler and entrepreneur and all that, and then she married Dancing with
Artem.
the Stars, which he had money
Which, yeah, I
too.
was gonna say he wasn't like a.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a celebrity and a nobody.
Right,
Like
so-
it was.
But obviously, she has
No,
more,
yeah.
more than him.
Didn't compare.
And they got married. They had a baby.
Yeah.
And everything was going well. And then they broke up, and and then they went through their separation or whatever, and she I guess they live in California, so since she makes more, she has to pay him child support.
Right.
So, and on top of that, she had to
And
give
like alimony.
Alimony, and then she had to give him like $200K.
What's alimony?
Yeah. Alimony pay is where it's like you get them, like they're used to a lifestyle with you, right? So then when you guys are getting divorced, you have to compensate for that because they're already used to that lifestyle.
Yeah. So you gotta pay. It's like you gotta pay your husband or wife on top of the child support.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
it's insane.
Which I'm sure she's like and regretting it now that she didn't get a prenup.
She does regret it because I heard she went on a podcast.
Yeah,
and I heard that she had to pay like 200 and something K.
$200K.
I was like,
she's
that's
like, I
crazy.
broke my neck like literally for that money.
Yeah.
And I mean, now she's back in wrestling.
But her, it's like you were already a celebrity. So it's like, I don't understand why she wouldn't have done a prenup.
Yeah.
Especially because they didn't have a long engagement. Like, this isn't somebody that you had built a life with. Wasn't it like within a year?
Yeah.
That they got pregnant and had a kid?
I think so, yeah.
I don't understand why you would not sign a prenup. But
like in her instance too, like if you both had nothing, and then you kind of build up to it together.
That's different.
Yeah. That's different. But at the same time, it's like you're still taking a chance.
Yeah, you are. But like, I feel like at that point, like you have my trust. And if something were to happen, then, we both worked for this money. So I think it's equal, Yeah. It depends on the situation.
Yeah.
So you're saying, like, if you're building up for it and they stuck through it with you, even if it doesn't work out, you would feel like, well, it's not like they were in it because of this. Like, they were there for me. They, like, stuck through it. So if it doesn't work out, it wouldn't bother you that much having to.
And if it's a real person like that, like, they shouldn't even go after your money.
Right. Facts.
If you guys started from the bottom together and you guys come up, like, I don't think they should care about the money.
But then again, divorce makes people ugly.
Well, money makes people ugly.
And money makes people ugly. So it's like, you know.
You just don't know. Like, you're meeting this person with nothing.
Yeah.
You don't know what they're like once they have something or once they say that you have something. Like, people can switch up. Like, you truly never know who the fuck you're with.
That's true.
Yeah.
Especially, like, if you go from, like, not having nothing and having a different lifestyle, that kind of, Yeah, I guess there's a lot to look at.
So what do you guys think are the pros of having a prenup?
You protect yourself. You protect your money.
I think if that's something you worked for individually, you should get the prenup because, like you said, you're protecting what you worked hard for.
Yeah.
Okay, what if it's the flip side? What if it's you're with a guy who's either building up to it or already has it and you're not at his level and they were to ask you to get a prenup? How would you feel?
I would get the prenup because I'm not with you for their money.
Okay. But
you
would
would
it make
or you wouldn't?
I would.
Oh, yeah.
You would be okay signing?
I would be okay signing.
Would it make you feel like he's...
I would feel like he doesn't trust me. And I would feel like he thinks that I'm with him just for his money.
Right.
And, like, that wouldn't be the case.
Right.
So I would feel a little salty about it because why are you presenting this to me? Like, do you really think I'm just with you for your money?
And maybe not even just that. It's also kind of like, are you going into it already having a plan if it fails?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, well, then why marry? You know, like, because when you marry someone, you're going into it and you're both truly believing this is my person. This is who I'm going to end up with, like, forever. So it's like, does a prenup make it less romantic?
What if it's inherited money?
They should sign a prenup.
Like, would that still make you feel some type of way?
I think if it's inherited, no.
Like, you know, they have this...
That's a standard at that point for me.
That's I wouldn't even think twice about it.
Girl, you get someone with an inheritance. You won the lottery. Sign that prenup.
Yeah.
Get your bag.
Yeah.
Get your bag, girl, because you're going to be taken care of.
Yeah.
Like, just save.
Yeah.
Save throughout the marriage. If it doesn't work out, okay. Like, you lived a good life. If it's an inheritance, like... You're going to be living good.
Yeah.
Well,
it's worth it.
Yeah, definitely.
Sign that bitch. I'd be like,
I think
give me my pen.
It just depends on the situation and the relationship itself.
Right.
Yeah, I think it all varies.
I would have mixed feelings about it too.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I would sign it too. Because I would be like, okay, well.
You worked for that money.
Yeah. Because, you know, I get it. It's your money. You worked hard for it. And at the end of the day, you're betting that we don't, you know, fail. But in the event that we do, like...
You worked for it.
You're protecting yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I would think about it in my perspective. Like, and then I would be like, okay, well, I get it.
You wouldn't sign.
No, I would. It just like I would like that. I agree with the idea of both ends, from like my end and from the guy's end. But like a small part of me also is like, fuck, like do we really want to put that kind of energy out there that we like?
But nobody needs to know.
Risky. No, not like publicly. I'm saying between like, okay, me and him, like, I just feel. You don't think it takes away from like the spark, the romance?
I think it takes away a little bit when like it's first brought up, but I don't think they're just gonna hand you the papers.
Right?
And,
no,
like
it
you
would
would talk about
it.
it.
Would be a discussion for sure.
It would, So I think it's just the way it's approached.
Yeah.
And it's worded right. I don't think it should.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think if they're just being assholes, like, all right, I need to protect my money, I need you to sign this.
For sure. Yeah. Then it's like, hell no.
Yeah.
Then I'm not marrying you.
Right.
Yeah.
So I really think it depends on the situation. I think, like I said, I think I would feel a little salty because I feel like they would think like, oh my God, this girl's just after my money or something, you know?
Or
but
for me, it's not even just that. It's just the fact that it's like you think that there's a chance this will fail.
Yeah.
But there's always
Which I
a
know
chance.
that's like, I know that's the real, like
Yeah.
realistic.
Yeah.
But also like be a dreamer, you know, like believe in love, like.
But you can do all of that, but
you
still
know?
be like taking care of yourself.
Right.
yeah,
Like
Right.
protecting
And
yourself.
Nothing stupid.
Yeah, and it's different when you have like you know, you have money and you're like, you know, I worked hard for this money for someone to just take it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
But then it's like, but you're if you're getting to the point where you're gonna marry this person, isn't it because you trust them fully to where you know this person
Well, a
and you
prenup
know
is just saying that like if you guys get divorced, then they can't take your money.
Yeah.
That doesn't
That's
mean
all it's saying.
That's
Yeah.
all it's saying.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean he's not gonna buy you whatever you want or like you
Yeah.
guys have your
Right.
money together.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just saying that his money
is his money.
is his money and
Yeah.
your money is your money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Which I mean, obviously, I get the mixed emotions,
Yeah.
but it's like
So you guys think you would go into the marriage the exact same way with a prenup or without a prenup?
Yeah.
I think I would. Yeah.
Okay.
I would too.
Yeah.
Depending on the relationship and how it's approached.
Yeah.
If it's approached wrongly, then no.
So how do you think the right? Okay, so you get engaged, and then how soon after do you think, or is that something that you think a couple should talk about even before you get engaged?
You should talk about that when the relationship is serious.
Once
Yeah.
it's getting
Because to
serious.
some people that is a deal breaker.
Yeah.
So I think
you talk about that before you get engaged.
yeah, like once it's serious. Like
Yeah.
not when you just started dating, but when you're getting like close to thinking, damn, I want to marry this girl.
Like I could really see myself being with this person
Yeah.
forever.
Right.
Like
I
we
think
should
that's-
talk. We should have those conversations.
Because
Okay.
some people that is a deal breaker, and like that's
Right,
okay.
right.
It's just that's something that should be talked
And if
about.
it is a deal breaker, well, at least now you know.
Yeah.
And you catch it early,
Right,
you catch
before
it
you get
early.
engaged,
Yeah.
and then you're like,
Yeah.
actually, I won't sign shit.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Point is, have those hard conversations.
They're worth it,
Even
yeah.
though, I get
As
it.
you think.
I get it. They're hard, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you're just protecting yourself.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So as long as it's approached right and like for the right reasons and not because they lack trust in you
Yeah.
or love
Yeah.
or any of
Right.
that or don't think it's gonna work out. It's not that. It's just they worked for it and they gotta protect it.
Yeah.
Right. And vice versa. Like,
Right,
it could be the
right.
girl
And that's
or the
respected.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. I feel good about that.
Me too.
I thought you were gonna say no.
I thought so too.
I was on the fence. I don't mind the idea of a prenup. I just think it like takes away a little bit of the magic.
Especially like, you know, if you came from nothing. It's
Yeah.
like you
Yeah.
literally clawed
Yeah.
your way
Facts.
to like get what you have. So
Right.
it's like you wanna protect it. And like, I mean I think about that girl, Nikki Bella, and
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit, I can't imagine like getting divorced and being like, I have to hand you $200,000
Right.
That I worked
that
for.
I worked
Yeah.
for, and on top of that, I have to pay you child support and alimony.
Yeah.
Like,
That seems like the alimony thing for me is just it just seems
that
crazy.
seems stupid to me because
Yeah.
now you're a kid.
Right.
I
You're a
don't
whole ass
believe in
adult.
alimony.
It just seems like a weird concept
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
me. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I got you used to this lifestyle, but we're not together anymore.
Right.
So your life is gonna change in every way.
Yeah.
Why
Right.
and mine is too. So
Yeah.
it's like, why?
Yeah.
Especially if
don't
it
get
ended
it.
bad. Like, imagine like the dude cheats on you and now you gotta pay him.
Nah.
Oh hell! But I think there's loopholes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
and stuff
sure.
like that, isn't there?
I think there's like rules and stuff. I would imagine at least.
I
Yeah.
think. But then again, if she didn't sign anything, then maybe there's
Right.
maybe there's not.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, lesson learned.
Oh hell! I would put a hit shit on that motherfucker if he cheated on me before I give him 200K.
Yeah.
After you made me look like a clown.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you did.
Right? No. I'm just like
saying in general.
hypothetically, like yeah, that would drive me crazy.
Yeah, like that's wild.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I like I said, it's just like I just think it takes away like a little bit of the magic, but that's just
I think if you talk about it before you're engaged, I think it's still. It'll still
you think
be,
it'll still be as
okay.
special?
Yeah.
I think it'll be okay. You just need to talk about it.
Because your relationship shouldn't change. It's just you're just signing a document that says if you separate, what's yours is yours.
I think it would be a lot easier for me if it was like me and him are both working towards something, because then it's like mutual.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we're a team and everything, but also like I'm trying to build this, you're trying to build that.
Well, that's why I'm happy with how we did it.
Yeah.
I got married and we both had nothing.
Right.
And now
you guys were both on the come up.
Yeah. And now we have our stuff and
But you guys were both working towards something and you didn't sign a prenup.
Yeah.
No. But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We both didn't have anything, so there was nothing to sign.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you're saying that but okay, so going back now, would you keep it the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I would definitely would. Yeah. Because, like, even everything right now, like, we build everything that we have, but everything's under both our names.
Yeah, it's all together.
Yeah, it's all together. Yeah. So whatever happens, like, in worst case scenario, we divorce, like, we each get half.
Right.
So it's not like neither one of us will lose anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I mean, you're the same way. You guys are building up everything together.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like that.
Okay.
But obviously, we were young.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're older, like, I would hope you would have it together by then.
No, facts. Right. Okay.
So, yeah, it just depends. Yeah.
So, not the end of the world. It's not a bad thing. It doesn't mean you don't have faith that your relationship and your marriage is going to work out. It's just protecting each other and yourself, too.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Cool. Well, I think that's all we have for that topic. And as you guys know, we end every episode with an inspirational quote or story.
Yes.
And mine is a little different today. It's less of a quote and it's more of a meditation prompt. So I actually heard this on the Nikki and Bree show.
Your hippie things.
Their podcast, yes. You know who it was? Her Bree's husband, Brian Daniels.
Oh, gosh.
So you know that's my idol.
Yeah.
So this is something that you could just think about to yourself, either in the mornings or at night, like whenever you're alone and your like brain is shut off and you want to like kind of get it thinking. He said to ask yourself this: what would be going on with your mind if you had no problems to solve? And it's just something to think about, because it says like most of the people on a day-to-day basis, you're always solving something, whether it's like, what am I gonna cook for dinner, or like you last week you were like, oh, I'm stressed because Madeline's party, we gotta do this, we gotta do that. Like a lot of people's brains are always on like I gotta solve something, I gotta fix this, I gotta fix that, I gotta work on this. Or if you didn't have anything to fix, anything to work, like everything in your life was just smooth, what would be going on with your mind? What would you focus on if you weren't focusing on problems that you have in your life? So I just thought that was a cool thing and like an interesting thing too.
Me.
No. No, like I don't even know. That's just something that like as I've been keeping in the back of my head when I heard him say that, because I was like, it's kind of cool, like, because we do focus on just all of that.
Yeah, like stress and stuff.
Yeah. So it's like if you didn't have all of that.
Your mind's always racing.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like where would your mind go? What would you focus on? What would you think about? So, yeah, not really like, it's just something for everyone to think about.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I thought it was cool.
All right, so we're gonna end the show, and we didn't talk about sex or anyone being naked anywhere.
Are you congratulating me?
Yeah, we weren't naked in the middle of nowhere.
Oh my god, it's not every episode, y'all. I could be chill too.
Or having sex in the sewer.
That was a fun question. Don't worry, we'll be back with those. I just wanted to switch it up a little bit, switch up the vibe.
That's semi-normal.
Yeah.
Semi-PG.
Yes, it was PG. I'm working on my swearing too around the kids.
Yeah, I don't think you swore anything.
I think I did once and I caught myself.
During the podcast.
Today, I think I did maybe once or twice, but like way less than other episodes for sure.
Okay.
I want it to be PG. I want it to be something that everybody can enjoy from all ages. So I'm working. You gotta work on yourself, man, all the time. That's the point of this. That's the point of the end of all of this all of these podcast episodes. It's just pushing people to evolve, you know?
Well,
But we'll be back.
Yes.
We'll be back with
and
that.
And the stupid change of weather has me like coughing and shit.
It has everyone messed up. But I think that's all we have for this week's episode. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, share, all of that stuff. If you want to follow us on any of our social medias, everything is at Lemme Call My Sis. And until then, we will see you guys next week.
Bye.